Now that the individual releases of Pink Floyd's The Early Years are out, I thought it might be a good opportunity to take a look at the box set and compare that to the individual volumes which came out a few weeks back. Now, if you haven't seen the Early Years box set, it's absolutely enormous. This is what it looks like. To give you a size comparison, that is a normal sort of media pack. So you can kind of see the difference in size there. Now this box set has a massive lift-off lid, a foam insert here. Here are the volumes for the earlier, so it's kind of like a box within a box, to be honest with you. So there's 7 volumes, one of which is exclusive to the Early Years box set, and that's the last one, called Continuation. Now it's quite tricky to get these out because you have to kind of tilt it and slide them. The reason for the bigger box is simply because the 7-inch singles and various bits of memorabilia sit underneath here. So if we open this up, what you get is a box of memorabilia here. If I lift off the lid, you get some tissue paper with a sticker which has various bits and bobs in there. And these are the replica 7-inch singles. So we have a quick look at these. Arnold Lane, See Emily Play, Apples and Oranges. It would be so nice. All of these have Pink Floyd records on them, and this is Point Me at the Sky. This one comes with a little sort of photographic flyer. So these replica 7-inch singles, they're obviously exclusive to the box set as well. And then inside this small package here, this is effectively a series of postcards and flyers. So here you'll see a photograph of the early Pink Floyd tour van, and you can see by the black and the white stripe where they've got the design inspiration for the Early Years box set. I'm not going to open all of these up, but various posters, flyers, bits of memorabilia. No more singles from Pink Floyd. Shock horror. So it's all good stuff, but you're obviously paying a premium for this by investing in the box set. So apart from the continuation discs, this bottom section of the Early Years box set is what's exclusive to the box. Let's have a look at the individual discs and see how they compare. Okay, so this is Cambridge The Early Years from the box set. This is a 4-disc set, 2 CDs, a DVD and a Blu-ray. And the DVD and the Blu-ray have the same content on them. And each of these packages, if I just go through it here, each of these packages has a booklet, a wallet insert which has further elements of memorabilia. So you can see here Arnold Lane and Pink Floyd at the Commonwealth Institute. As far as I can see, the individual volume releases are identical here. So here is the Early Years Cambridge Station volume. This is the individual one that's bought separately. So you can see I've stuck the sticker on the back there. So just to compare then, it's the same 2 discs here. These all come with a spec sheet at the back, so originally that would have sat like that. So it's the same 2 discs at the front, same booklet, and then same items of memorabilia in the wallet. There's absolutely no difference whatsoever between the volume in the box and the volume released individually. And that applies for all of these. So there's germination, and this is the germination that's available individually. Now, this actually comes with a belly band to say that it's PG rated. You don't get that with this one. This is 1969 dramatisation. Again, the individual volume is identical. Now, there is an exception to this rule about these being identical because, as some of you may be aware, there was a slight cock-up with the Pink Floyd box, and volume 6 from the box set, they made a slight error. This volume should have had 2 CDs. So most people who got sent the box got sent this individual disc with it. This was kind of lying on the top of the box set in the package. What it was, if it explains it here, but the 2016 stereo mix of Live at Pompeii was supplied in error here. It's missing Obscured by Clouds, the 2016 stereo remix of Obscured by Clouds. So when they supplied an extra disc of Obscured by Clouds to go with this, although it can't actually fit in here, so that's, in some respects, this isn't as good as the individual volume, because if you look at the individual volume of Obfuscation, you get 2 discs, you don't get 1 disc. So you get both of them separately. So that's one slight little advantage. You can feel smug if you couldn't afford or didn't manage to get hold of the box set. But volume 6 is kind of superior when available individually. Of course, you can't feel totally smug because box set owners get this. They get a special volume 7 called Continuation, and this isn't available separately. And it's like a CD of early radio sessions. Then there's some Blu-rays of films and stuff like that. This is actually a 5-disc set, as you can see there. Although don't forget the DVDs and the Blu-rays replicate each other, so arguably it's really a 3-disc set, to be honest. But again, it has the wallet with the memorabilia. So that's volume 7, that's exclusive to the box set. Volume 6 in the box set is missing one of the discs, which was supplied separately. Now, I don't know whether later box sets actually they fixed this problem. That's an interesting one. I'm sure someone can tell us about that. But that's volume 6. All the other volumes are identical to the individual releases. But this box is enormous. I guess it's no laughing matter actually, trying to store some of this stuff. Shelf space becomes very problematic. Arguably they could have thought of a better way to design it. But the foam fitments are quite high quality. This sits here. And the only reason I can find for this hole being here is just it allows you to grab it, lift it up. Here's the individual disc. And then the lid goes on. And this box set does have a giant belly band on it here. Remember I pointed out on the individual germination, it's a PG rating. Well, the box is actually an 18, and I think that's because of the films that are on the bonus volumes. So everything else would be PG, but because the box has the bonus volumes with the films in, it gets an 18 rating. So this is Paul from Super Deluxe Edition, taking a look at the Pink Floyd Early Years box set, 1965 to 1972, and having a look at some of these individual volumes.